Hey, how y'all doing? I thought I'd do a video here showing what I've been up to. I ain't been able to do any more cleaning here in the shop. I got quite a few folk wanting some pocket knives, so I've been needing to get a few of them done. But anyways, in my old truck, I'm going to have to take the alternator off down in there. Oh, it's awful shadowy. It's right here. I think you can see it. Oh boy, he's just barely putting out any charge. And so I'm going to have to take that off and get me another one, I reckon. But anyways, my old drill press here, the capacitor finally come in, thankfully. And he's there on the back. The body of it's bigger than the original one, so he didn't fit inside the cover that housed the original one. So I put that hose clamp on it and made a holder out of it. And that's working good so far. And I thought I'll show you a little bit what I got going on in my pocket knife makings here. Set my phone up. There we go. I made me a pile of parts to throw in the old scrap bin. I'd having this one going on. This is one of my first attempts at putting a shield in it. I did halfway decent. Of course, I kept the shape fairly simple. But I was filing the liners to make them look a little fancier. And I wasn't happy with it because, it's kind of hard to see. Get it just right, might be able to see a little bit. Because, you can see a little section of it there. All that does is just look like saw teeth. And I didn't get all of them exactly even either. I thought, saw teeth, that ain't no count for trying to look fancy on that. So, I already had them attached to my handle material. I thought, well, I'll heat them up. Because like super glue, you just put a little heat to it and it let goes pretty quick. Well, that didn't happen on this. I had it on there with JB Weld. And it scorched the liner real good. You can see the tan dark color on it. Especially compared to my fresh materials here. Like the whole thing turned dark. So I didn't want to use it. Because, well, I didn't know that messed up with the structure integrity of it or not. I didn't want to chance it. So I got me some fresh materials and started again. And I thought, well, I had some practice. I'm going to do a different shape of a shield. And I'm going to have to go back to a simpler one because I'm going to have to redo this one. I don't know if you can see it, but on that bottom, right along through there, it got some funny looking dog leg into it. And the other side, it turned out fairly clean. Mostly straight, but that bottom, it's like, well, so much for trying to make a little cool triangle shield. More of a shield look, I guess. So I'm going to have to redo this. Chop me out another hunk of, that's white ivory G10 is what that handle material there is. And go back to a simpler shape. That way I quit wasting materials. I won't have none left if I ain't careful. Here's a look at another one. This here is some of more of that feller's custom pen blanks that he sells, where folk will turn them down and make writing pens. This here is some curly maple, I think it is. I know it's maple. Might be a piece of burl of it because that's kind of what it looks like to me. But anyways, it's maple and it has that acrylic stuff around the piece of maple there. And kind of gives it that pretty neat look. Of course, I ain't contoured it or nothing. It probably will look just a hair different when I get done shaping it. And I've went ahead and JB welded these liners to it, and then I'll shape the liners to the handle material there. And I ain't going to do no file work on this one because I've already got them attached. I ain't going to make that mistake twice. I learned that one good. But that shape is Now it ain't exact, but it's kind of my take on a sow belly, I think they call it, where it kind of swells down here, kind of has some nice curves to it. So I thought I'll probably end up making a little bit more of a curvy blade to kind of accent it nice. See how that goes. And of course, I still have these materials here, and I ain't did none with yet. Some more of them acrylic material. But I did get the knife metal cut out, and I've kind of sketched on there the shape I want. It's going to be a clip point, which I've been so busy messing around with this stuff right here, them shields, that I've not got around to shaping this one yet. But whenever I do this, first thing I'll do is drill the pivot hole and get it to where the penstock goes through it nice and smooth. And then I'll go to shaping it, and of course I just got a blocky piece here that's going to be the back spring. And I'll do the same dit. I'll drill the end hole. It ain't on this one, but I got that's handy. That'll go through this on the back spring. That way I know kind of where to shape it, because I'll mark where that middle hole goes and shape it accordingly. And I leave it proud, like that right there. And I'll color it with some blue Sharpie, and I'll scribe a line there. That way, as I'm fitting all this together, I can tell by that scribe line, once I get it matched up to the bottom of the handle material there, on each of the positions, I like to do in 3 positions, then I know that everything is even. And that's actually a trick to do to where when the back spring is ground up flush to the back of the handle material, to have it flush to the bottom in the closed and half stop and open positions. That's kind of a trick to do. But anyways, that's just a short explanation of how I go about that. But anyways, that's a look what I've got going on with my pocket knives. I'm hoping to, well, like I said, I got to redo that one side there. I'm hoping to have that done here in a couple of weeks, because a feller asked me to have it done in time for his dad's birthday. That's kind of why I'm trying to make it look a little nicer with the shield, and if I can pull that off, and some file work on the liners there. Anyways, see how that goes. If I can, I might have to end up making it a little more plainer than I was wanting to. We'll see. Anyhow, that's a look at what I got going on. I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.